This week, we are going to cover some additional data types in a little bit more depth. We'll be taking a look at double, float, and character. So you're going to start with the lesson key points. And as you know, when you create variables, you need to tell C# what the data type is. And that will affect how much memory it reserves for the data that you are going to store. And this little table includes integer, float, double, bool, the different types of data that we're using. And it gives you an idea of the values that you can store when you use each data type. And then we get into double and float, which are data types that include decimal places. And when you create a value or you bring in a value that has a decimal place, it is going to assume that it is double. So if you want to use float, you actually have to put an F at the end. And here's a little example of a program showing you two numbers that are basically the same, but one is double and one is float. And the one that's float has the F on the end. And then you can see how that translates when you print them out. So the primary difference between double and float is that double has more precision, which means that it can store a larger value in the decimal place. Okay, so here in this little table, you can see that float gives you 6 to 7 decimal digits and double gives you 15. Okay, so this whole section is about double and float. Then we get into character values. And with character values, there are a lot of different methods that you can use to determine what type of character was entered. So anything can be a character, a number, a symbol, a letter, and all of these methods help determine what was entered. And then here is a little program that's actually using those methods. Okay, so as you go through here, it will talk about how to convert the data if you're using console.read or console.readline to read it in. Okay, and as always, there is a YouTube video that goes through all of the key points and explains everything to you. Once you finish with that, you're going to go through Code Easy. There's only 3 exercises that you need to turn in this week. And a couple of them people have had problems with in the past. So I do have some helpful hints here for those 2 exercises. It is a good idea to maybe print this out or take a look at it before you actually work on those exercises, because it will definitely help you complete the exercises quicker. And then there is a lab. And for this lab, obviously the focus is going to be using the data types that we're focusing on this week. And so I do have some examples that are similar. There is a video that goes through the lab exercises. And as you can see, this is pretty self-explanatory. I did provide examples, so you have things to look at when you are creating your own. Then we have a discussion. And this one is addressing one of the learning outcomes in this course. You need to identify how the quality of code affects your daily experience and interaction with technology. So basically, you're using your own experience. You're sharing your own experiences here with your classmates. Post the name of an application you believe is well made and that you enjoy using. Then explain what features make the application easy to work with and why you like it. And then post the name of an application that you do not like to use and explain why you don't like it. Include a feature or enhancement that would make that application better. Okay. And then you're going to read your classmates' postings and you're going to reply to 2 of them. Okay. And all of your postings should be full sentences and grammatically correct. And I'm going to pause here and post an example. So I went ahead and added apps I like and dislike, which gives you something to reply to if you are one of the first people that come in here. So you can take a look at what I wrote and then post your own apps that you like and dislike. As far as additional resources go, I still have a link to tutoring, which is Thursdays and Fridays on campus. And then there's more information on data types. And the other thing that was covered was console.read, which is how you read in a single character. For those of you that are interested in extra credit, we do have industry night outs coming up. So I've changed this so that you can actually click to open it. And this tells you when the events are. And if you attend the event, there will be a Dropbox in the lesson block that includes the 21st of February and another Dropbox in the lesson block for February 27th. And all you have to do is put a little summary of what you learned and what you thought about the event. Submit that and you will get your extra credit. If you run into any problems this week, please let me know because I am here to help you and have a great week.